Right, now I've hit record. Okay. And I guess I should flip over to the other one. So, more gold steel. I will be honest with you. Freaking noise. Anyways, I will be honest with you. The light here in my room has burnt out, so I'm going to be without any lights in my room until like the end of next week. Basically Thursday, the absolute earliest. So that'll be fun. Okay, so there we go. We got everybody back. Okay. So we were just about to end the first day of Lowengren because I was an hour late, and yeah, I meant to actually start earlier than this, but that fell through because yeah. Alright.
We're back.
Today was so much fun!
God, I hate the inconsistent voice acting. Hey, welcome back.
Seems my timing could hardly have been better.
Huh?
Father? When did you get back? When only Klaus came to greet us, I assumed I wouldn't be seeing you while I was in Lowengren.
Fortunately, I was able to take some time away from my engagements to see you and your class. And while I was in town, I also had some business to attend to with the guild, which is what brings me here. It does my heart good to see you again, Laura. It seems you've grown since I last saw you.
Father, please don't treat me like a child. But it's good to be back.
It's good to have you back.
So that's the Radiant Blade Master. His dad seems so cool. She sounds embarrassed, but I've rarely seen her so happy.
Ah, these must be your friends.
Right. These are my classmates from Class 7 and my partners in this field study.
Then let me welcome you to Lowengren. I'm Viscount Arcade, the ruling lord here. My daughter has told me all about you in her letters. So it's a pleasure to finally be able to put faces to the names.
This is delicious. Oh, careful, Milliam. You're going to drip sauce all over the table. Wow, this is real Lowengren cuisine. I think I like everything on the table. You can say that again. And this fatty meat has me thinking past seconds and all the way to thirds. It's roast wild boar. It's been a staple of many local dishes for generations. Is something troubling you, son of the House of Alberia? You seem to have brought your worries to the table tonight, but not your appetite. Well, It's just that I know my family has been causing you a lot of trouble. Useless. Is he? Oh, that? Just minor disagreements. You probably know it all too well. Conflicts over taxes among the nobility are as sure as the rising of the sun. It's nothing to be so concerned about. Thank you for your kind words. But come, tell me of your day. I hear you've fought Klaus this afternoon, and emerged victorious at that. We did, though I did feel like he was holding back against us. Nonsense, my lady. You and your classmates fought, but with the boldness of young lions. I look forward to seeing you soar to even greater heights. Ah, marvelous. I did have my hopes that you might choose to attend that girls' school in the capital, but you seem to have made some excellent friends at Thor's, so perhaps this is how things were meant to be. I feel the same. Reen, was it? I'm curious. I can sense fear in your swordsmanship, a certain hesitation. What? Father? The sword hermit, Yun Kafai. In addition to being your master and the founder of the 8 Leaves One Blade School, he's also a personal acquaintance of mine. In fact, I've requested a duel with him on numerous occasions. I see. If you'll forgive me for asking, who was the victor? The victor has yet to be decided. Pitting our respective philosophies against one another is such an engaging experience, we always lose track of time. To think there's a swordsman out there capable of fighting on equal terms with you, the world truly is a vast place. I can hardly imagine what a duel like that would be like. But getting back to what I was saying, the 8 Leaves One Blade School draws its influence from elements of several other Eastern schools of swordsmanship. The style's philosophy has such depth that it's difficult to see why one who masters it is known as a divine blade. But there's something about you, Reen, something that terrifies you so much that its mere shadow pins you in place. He's almost certainly referring to. I've occasionally gotten that impression myself. So this is the burden Reen carries? Indeed, it seems like whatever happened in the old schoolhouse last month had something to do with it, but... Huh? You have me at a loss. I never would have imagined you'd be able to tell so much about me so easily. But thanks to that, I've made up my mind. What? Oh? My lord, I ask you as the Radiant Blade Master, would you grant me the honor of a duel? And yes, he does understand and what he's asking.
Wow, this is mega cool! He's really gonna duel the Radiant Blade Master! But is he really strong enough to beat him?
He doesn't stand a chance. Receiving instruction from him would be one thing, but to duel a master like Viscount Arcade...
Looks like the odds aren't in his favor then.
So far out of his favor, it's kind of ridiculous.
Reen, please reconsider. You too, Father. Stop this nonsense.
Please, Laura, stay out of this.
This duel is between Reen and myself. Stand aside. Are you certain this is what you want?
I am. It's an honor to have the opportunity to test my mettle against the renowned Radiant Blade Master. Thank you for accepting.
I admire your spirit. Now, Show me what a swordsman of the 8 leaves is capable of.
What the?
Whoa! Amazing!
He can wield such a massive blade so deftly with just one hand?
Unbelievable.
That's Galan Charles, a great sword that's been passed down in the Arsaid family for generations. It was once wielded by the ancestor of our house, the second in command of the Eisenritter.
I can sense incredible power within him. He may be even stronger than my master, which means that against him... Green Schwarzer of the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School, beginner rank. I stand ready.
Victor S. Arsaid, master and successor of the Arsaid School. Ready. Begin! Now, show me what you're capable of. Ha!
My turn!
So, yeah.
Go! Too soon! Here we go!
Okay. I think I'll stand one more hit. So I'm going to. What is this? It's battle scope. So yeah, he's level 80. So unlike with Sarah, where it was like, here, let's put you up against a fight that you could eventually outlevel. Yeah. This is playthrough 3. This is New Game Plus Run 3, and I still haven't gotten up to that level. Well, I'm gonna remind you, I'm level 60, but what, 7? Ugh.
Won't give up!
Gonna do that.
My turn!
You will not escape!
Oh,
Too slow! My turn!
wait, have I been doing no damage to him this entire time? I have. I'm doing no damage at all.
You will not escape!
Too slow! Go!
Okay, let's try some arts then.
Arcus, activate! Ha!
2-0 with the hearts too.
My turn!
Oh my god.
Go! I'm sorry, everyone.
I should have at least tried my S-grab.
Ouch!
This is why I tried to stop them.
No, Millie was just like, ouch!
I could barely even see what happened.
It's not like Reen is weak.
It's more that his opponent's strength is so far beyond his.
What are you doing? This duel is not yet over. To your feet, at once.
Father?
I know you're capable of more than this. But if you are still too afraid to assert your true strength, then I have no choice but to force your hand. Now, show me.
There.
He disappeared?
No.
Too slow.
Whoa!
This is...
Is this what Reen is afraid of?
Excellent. This is as it must be. This is the power that slumbers deep within you. As long as you continue to cower in the face of it, you'll remain forever at a standstill. I want to see your true potential.
Now.
You will not escape!
There! Now.
Okay, No, yeah.
Now.
Build up some scenes here.
Now. Now.
You will not escape!
Now.
My evasion seems to have gone down. That's okay.
Now. Now. Now.
Too simple!
Now.
I don't think I'll survive too, so... Let's do that.
Now. Now.
Okay.
All the ruin!
Impressive. But not enough to best me.
I actually... Oh! Damn! It's a force loss. Damn it.
Reen!
Reen! Wow! That duel was crazy!
Yeah, though it all makes sense now. Why Reen asked the Viscount for a duel in the first place.
You fool. Were you shouldering such a burden alone all this time?
Are you all right, Reen?
Father, there was no need to go that far.
I'm fine. He held back. I admit defeat. I'm honored to have seen the Radiant Blade Master's signature technique.
I think you're finally starting to understand. What we call power is simply a measure of one's raw strength. Without knowing how to properly apply it, it has no real meaning. However, when you deny the power you already possess, you're only shortchanging yourself.
You're right. I feel like I finally get what my master was trying to teach me about the laws of nature. But I'm afraid understanding that is only going to make me even more uncertain.
Reen.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. Stand up, dust yourself off, and step forward. Grapple with that fear each day if that's what it takes. Uncertainty weighs on the hearts of all people, but it's far preferable to standing still.
That, admittedly, is my favorite part of the game right there. That entire scene, being in those two duels. Damn. Absolutely love that scene. That scene was fantastic. Emma, unable to sleep.
The mist seems to have cleared. So, that's the Saint's castle. You can't come out right now. Someone might notice you.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. The Radiant Blade Master may be scarily perceptive, but I doubt he'll notice my little moonlit stroll.
Honestly.
Well, what do you think? I'm not sure how much we can count on the boy. It seems he's finally found what he needs to move past what's been holding him back. But I'm still not certain he's going to make it in time.
That's not for us to decide. Our role is to watch over and guide him, nothing more. I don't want you to do anything like that ever again.
Fine, fine. Setting that aside for now. I'm sure you've already sensed it, but there's definitely something inside that castle. That place is out of our jurisdiction, but I have a bad feeling about this one.
Me too. I suppose all we can do is point Laura toward it and hope she notices too.
Drinks are on me someday.
Uh-huh. I love this scenery. I'm not gonna lie. Wow, what are you? Looking at the lake is like gazing into a vast mirror. I suppose that wharf you can see in the distance, it must be the one, it must be over in the Sutherland province. You can see the Saint's castle way more clearly today, too. So this is what Legrand looks like on a clear day. It almost seems like we're in a different town. Well, both faces of the town have a place in my heart. Hey, I'm sorry for all the fuss I caused yesterday. You really did. However, you did what you did out of necessity, correct? Yeah. Before yesterday, I'd never been able to recognize the truth behind my master's teachings. But crossing swords with your father, it was like I finally realized what he wanted me to understand all these years. I see. In that case, I won't criticize what you did. I can understand that feeling, struggling forward even in the face of adversity. It seems the winds have granted you their blessing. Still, Reen, I think you owe us an explanation. What was that power you displayed during the duel? I've never seen its like. It was so cool, like you suddenly turned into a whole different person. Almost like some kind of power that was locked up inside you came roaring out in one big flash. Yeah, I guess that's what it must seem like. There's some beast-like instinct sleeping within me. And when I completely lose control of myself, it just swallows me up, transforms me somehow. I've known it ever since I was a kid, and all my life I've lived in fear of it, of that other self. It seems a strange burden to bear. Something beast-like? I don't know, it seems pretty cool. I don't know, it seemed pretty cool. Besides, if it makes you even stronger, why not just be like that all the time? I wish it were that simple. Years ago, I first asked my master to teach me the way of the sword in order to suppress that power. I thought that if I could master the art of fighting, I could master my fear and quell those instincts. But that did nothing to solve the underlying problem, and eventually I ended up having my training discontinued. Pretty pathetic, huh? But you said that yesterday's duel helped you realize something, right? Right. I can deny it up and down, but doing that doesn't change the fact that it's in there somewhere. And unless I can accept that, I won't be able to reconcile myself with the past, or really think about my future. I mean, that sounds so simple saying it now, but it took this long for me to realize it. Oh, I see. Trouble seems to seek you out, doesn't it? Oh, you have no idea, Mrs. So you intend to accept your lot and move forward, even though the way is anything but certain? That's actually rather inspiring. Now, if only turbo mode would stop activating when I don't want it to. Well, for crying out loud! I hope you'll tell Group B what you've shared with us. I think they'll be really glad to hear it from you. Yeah, I think I will. I feel like everybody's been worried about what happened at the old schoolhouse last month. Well, considering how nuts that was, yeah. Hell, when I first played this, it threw me for a loop, so there's that. Hey, I heard the big news. You seriously dueled the Radiant Blade Master? Well, he was kind enough to give me the chance to test my skill against him. The gap between him and me is so vast as that calling it a duel is being generous. Don't sell yourself short. It takes some real guts to even think of trying to duel the Viscount. I know you've battled Sarah, and her strength is pretty intense, but he's on a whole different level. I mean, yeah, 30 levels higher. No wonder. And I can see you didn't achieve beginner rank in the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School for nothing. You're surprisingly well informed. That's a bracer for you. Well, the guild has pretty close ties with the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School after all. Yeah, her name's Annalise. Oh wow. Anyway, let me get you those tasks for today. So, we have another monster. This time we don't know what the monster. And an offering to the departed from Sister Ithramis. I would like to practice making an offering to Saint Sandlot. Would you be willing to help me gather the materials necessary to do so? If so, please come see me at Lowengren Castle. Oh, I was expecting there to be more, I guess. I am rather curious about this monster extermination quest. Didn't want to overload you since I'm planning on giving you an extra task this afternoon. It sounds like this will be the last full day on the ground, so I want to get the most out of you while I got you here. Anyway, get out there and do what you do. Got it. No sense waiting to get started then. Well, at least it shouldn't take too long. Okay, let's roll on out. Alright. So. Let's go ahead and head to the chapel. Let's get that one done. Oh, right. I think there was actually a hidden quest. Some hidden quests. Give me a moment. Where's it? There it is. Okay, so that's not until after we've completed all the other ones. Okay. Until we complete complete the other ones. Okay. So there is a hidden quest, it's just, no. Not available just yet. Oh, hello everyone. Good day, Sister Theramis. Theramis. Have you grown accustomed to Legram while I was away? I have. Everyone's been so kind. The only thing I just can't get used to is Father... There's lackadaisical approach to his work. That's understandable. He has his good points, though. Really? I've yet to see him act like a responsible adult even once. We probably shouldn't be gossiping about this, though. I assume you all came along because of my request, right? That's right. We'd like you to tell us a little more about it. The request mentioned that you plan on making an offering. That's correct. I'll need a number of items in order to make it. I'd like you to collect them for me if you're able. Do you have the time to take this on for me? I mean, I understand if you don't. Sure, we'll fit you in. Thank you very much. Allow me to tell you about what I need you to do. As Lady Laura knows, it's a custom here in Legram to hold a memorial service for Saint Sandlot and the Eisenritter each year. The period in which this service is held is coming up rather soon, too. That sounds like kind of a downer. Well, it's not supposed to be a lively event. The memorial service is held to mourn the brave warriors who gave their lives during the War of the Lions. Well, will the church be leading the service? The people here seem to have a strong belief in animism, so I wouldn't have expected that to be the case. Not quite. The church is just assisting with it. Animism has much deeper roots than the church here, so it's only natural that we respect that. Legram seems to be similar to Nord in that regard. Yeah, animism is widely believed over there as it is here. And yet, despite that, both communities believe in the church's teachings as well. Well, the church has never once denied the existence of spirits, after all. In my opinion, that's one of the reasons its teachings have spread across the continent like they have. I guess this Adios has a big enough heart for everyone, huh? Quite right. Getting back on topic, though, I'm actually been asked to prepare an offering for the memorial service myself. Oh? Will this be your first time doing so? It will. Because of that, I'd like to practice a little before the service itself. That's why I'd like to ask you all to collect the ingredients I need for it. Ah, so that's how it is. What exactly will you be making? I'm going to be making pretzels. Huh? Those are those bready things that look like they're all twisted into a knot, right? That's right. However, the pretzels used for the memorial service are made to look like the spirit monument here in town. I assume you're talking about the unique-looking monument in the center of town? The very same. The pretzels here are genuinely baked to be rather hard, so they'll last longer. It's even said that the Eisenritter carried them into the battlefield in their combat rations. I suppose that explains why you're giving pretzels as an offering then. It's quite a fascinating historical tidbit. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a chance to see Erebonia's most time-honored pretzels. What ingredients do you need to get them? You need us to get them. Ah yes, I almost forgot. I need you to collect 5 hardy powders, 5 clear gelatins, and a type of seasoning called white seed. Well, it's said to be hard to beat up. Well, it shouldn't be too hard to beat up monsters for that stuff. But what about its white? exactly is white seed? They seem to be one of Legram's local crops, according to Father Hamacol. Unfortunately, that's not really in season. They're not really in season right now, so none of the stores have any. Well, I think that part should be simple, though. Fortunately, our household's head chef should have some on hand. Oh, that's a huge weight off my shoulders. Right then, let's get to our gathering. We should make our way to first. We should make our way to first Laura's home or the highway. Should we make our way? I'm fine with either. We'll have to go to both eventually anyway. Alright, so Laura's house is closer for starters. Excuse me. Let's see. Ingredients. There we go. Let's see. Well, I certainly have plenty of clear gelatins. Hardy powder, that's what it was. Forgot what the ingredient I needed was. Oh, there it is. So yeah, I have max of all of that. All the monster ingredients I have max of, so I really don't gotta worry about that. Oh, perfect. Hello, Lady Laura. Is there something you need from me? There's a request I'd like to make of you, if I may. Would you happen to have any white seed on hand? Of course. Why, it'd be crazy for me not to have some on hand. I've got it stored away, and I always make sure we never run out. How much do you need? I can give you the entire crate if you want. Well, I don't think we need quite that much. Well then, I suppose a small bag full should do the trick. My thanks. Anything for you, Lady Laura. All the people here really love her, don't they? I'll say. Oh, I guess I should have Laura in front for this. I didn't realize it. Alright, so now that we have the white seed, hello everyone, have you managed to gather the ingredients I need? We sure have, here you go. And here's the white seed you wanted. Thank you very much, this should be plenty. Could you wait in the adjoining room while I mix up a trial batch then? Excuse me. How do they taste? I'm a little surprised, to be honest. In a good way, I mean. Indeed. These are actually better than I was expecting. Tasty and filling. And free! Thinking that the Eisenrear may have eaten something like this is to keep on fighting is kind of moving, really. It really is. Thank goodness. And what do you think of them, Lady Laura? Oh, my apologies. I was so engrossed in the taste that I forgot to speak up. They're delicious. If I hadn't seen you make them, I'd swear they came from the kitchen of a professional chef like Joseph. Thank you for giving me the chance to try them. Oh. Hey, Laura. There's still some time before the memorial service, but how about we offer some of these at St. Sandlot's statue now? I'd like that. After all, there's no limit on when we can leave an offering. Would you mind if I took some of the along then, sister? Not at all. It would be rude of us to indulge in all of these on our own, after all. Please, go on and take some. God damn it. Let's be on our way then. Now I've got pretzel power! Yay! Jeez, Milliam. There we go. I'm sure this'll put a smile on her face. Now all that's left is for us to pray. Are there any special requirements? Requirements for prayers of this sort? Not particularly, but it is custom to remain in quiet while prayers are being offered. Whoop whoop! Let's get our praying on then. I was focusing so hard on being quiet that I ended up holding my breath. Huh? Are you guys still going? It was a valiant battle to remain silent for even a single minute. But alas, victory remained elusive. Don't be too harsh on her. Well then, shall we make our way back to the chapel? Yeah, we should report back to Mr. Thermalis just in case. Should have held that longer. Oops. Oh, God, excuse me. Jeez. Thank you so much for your help, everyone. I feel bad about having you run all around town just for my sake. No worries, we're always glad to lend a hand. Yeah, never done a job where pretzels were a fringe benefit, but it was worth it. It really was. They really were delicious. If the batch that you make for the memorial service turns out that good, you have nothing to worry about. I'll do everything I can to make sure that that's the case. Oh, I've got to offer you all a reward for helping me. It's not much, but please take these. Celestial Bomb EXs. Thank you very much. We'll be sure to put them to good use. It's one down at least. Yeah, let's move around to the other one. Alright, so off to the Ebel Highway we go. Which has cleared up. Oh, all of the fog on the highway has dissipated as well. Yeah, it's so much easier to see all of the surrounding areas now. Totally. I could hardly see my hand in front of my face as yesterday. Well, at least we don't have to worry about getting lost today. We may find alternative routes through the areas that we missed yesterday, too. It's very likely we should keep an eye out for those while we're looking for the beast we need to slay. Although Oh, okay. That just got opened. I thought I had detection on. Oh, you know what? It's probably because Milliam's not in the party. It is not in the active party. Yes. It was because Milliam wasn't in the active party. That's a little on the dumb side, if I'm honest, but looks like there's a path over this way too. I didn't notice them when we were passing yesterday. The mist is cleared today, which makes seeing paths through the area much easier. I think this path leads to the top of the hill. Perhaps, but we'll need to do something about this log before we can go there. Lammy could snap a log like this. It's like a toothpick. We'll leave the heavy lifting to you and Lammy then. Hope you don't mind. No problem. Oh, Laura can do it too. Oops. Sorry, Milliam. Oh.
This monster seems dangerous. Be careful.
Oh, that one looks
Here we
tough.
go.
This'll be fun.
Okay. We'll do this one.
Right.
Oh, right. Eh.
My turn.
Alright.
There.
Very well. Now!
Gotcha.
Here we go.
My turn. Hey! Now!
Got it.
Yes, sir. There. Now's our chance.
There! I'll handle this.
Here we go.
Right.
My turn.
Aw.
I'll handle this. How pathetic.
I want to do the uses in Million 1. I know I said it was just gonna, and most of them were gonna have to wait until the final dungeon, but I don't want to wait till the final dungeon. I really don't.
The advantage is ours.
Here we go. Now's our chance.
An opening. Right. Hey!
Here I go.
Very well. Now!
Gotcha.
Here we go.
My turn.
Yes, sir.
Aw.
My turn.
Ugh. You little.
My turn.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Very well.
Ah.
How pathetic.
Dang.
Oh wow, there's a river out here.
I remember playing in this river when I was young. A challenging foe. We should engage it with care. A worthy adversary.
My turn.
My turn.
You little.
Now!
Got it.
Very well.
Yes, sir.
My turn.
My turn.
My turn.
Here I go. There.
My turn.
My turn.
Very well. How pathetic.
Dang it.
Yay, treasure.
Dawn boots. And some septif. Every little bit helps to get us towards the...
What a large monster. We'll need to be careful.
Watch out. This is here we go.
My turn. Off guard.
Got it.
Yes, sir. There.
I'll handle this.
Here we go.
My turn.
Yes, sir. Now's our chance. Let's go, Yusuf.
All right.
There we go.
Not bad, Yusuf.
Less talking, more moving.
I'm going to be doing that in this, in 2, and in 3. And those that have played 3 know exactly why I would be doing that. Whoops.
Now's our chance. Let's
I
smash
guess
it.
I'll get more out of this anyway.
My turn.
Oh wow, use low on health. Whoops. On hearts.
My turn. Ta!
Here I go! There!
I'll handle this. Now!
Gotcha!
I suppose I should thank you.
My turn. Hey! Evil will fall before my blade. Hey!
Come on.
Hey!
Get back here.
Hey!
Go down. EP charge 3. Get back here. There we go. Okay. And there's where I have to go for the monster.
Oh, it's so cool here you'd hardly believe it's summer.
The weather's pleasant today. A fine wind blowing too.
Oh, whoops.
The advantage is ours.
I screwed up my deception.
Up top.
Very well. Go!
Gotcha! Yes, sir! Now's our chance!
There!
Not bad, Usus.
Less talking, more moving.
I guess I should swap it up, shouldn't I? Alright. We'll swap it up.
Now's the chance. Let's my turn.
Right. Ta!
Yes, sir! There!
My turn.
Go!
Of course.
Thought somebody was knocking.
Hey!
My turn!
Very well.
Attacks
How
that time.
pathetic.
Okay.
Yay! Treasure!
Let's get this over
My
with.
turn. Go!
There!
Right. Ta!
My turn.
Yes, sir!
Here we go. Go! Use it!
All right.
There we go.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
You're not half bad yourself.
Okay. Showed that one off. Let's. I think all the ones down there have been gotten, actually. Yes. Okay. So I don't need to worry about any of that, so let's. Is that? It must be the monster Tobal sent us either to take care of. I've never seen anything like it. Is it even alive? Kinda looks like some sort of machine. Any way you look at it, there's clearly something strange about that thing. I suppose that's why we've been sent here to exterminate it. At this point, we can't just go back without finishing the job. Yeah, I say let's see what this monster's made of. On your guard, everyone.
A worthy adversary.
My turn!
Right!
My turn! Now!
An opening!
I'll handle this.
Here we go! Go! There!
My turn.
Oh, wow.
Now! Million!
Okay!
Nice!
Lammy's totally amazing, huh?
That he is. I hope I'm that strong one day.
I would argue you put Lammy to shame in 3, but let's not get into that. No offense, man. Is it dead? It seems more appropriate to say we destroyed it. Yeah, I didn't get the feeling that we were fighting a living creature. Mechanical monster. There's something what's something like this doing on a highway near Lowengren? Might our intelligence division cadet be able to shed some light on this? You are the one with a mysterious mechanical companion, after all. That's a good point, actually. I don't think this thing's any I don't think this thing's any relation to Lammy's. For one thing, it looks like it's made of metal. That's true. Our Getlum and the combat shells we use in our practical exam seem to be made of some other substance. And while they're inorganic, the combat shells do have certain warmth to them. I don't see how that matters. They all seem suspicious. But Milliam's probably right. This thing doesn't seem like Getlum to link. Seem enough like Getlum to link to. Let's head back to Lowengren. I have a feeling Tovall will want to hear about this as soon as possible. True, he may even know something about it himself. Back to Lowengren it is, then. That, of course, is our first encounter. Class 7's first encounter with an archaism. Yeah, not ours, because we played the Sky Trilogy, but still. Even though I lost those goddamn VODs, which I'm still pissed about, by the way. It's actually one of the whole reasons I bought myself a new external hard drive, was just to avoid that problem entirely. Oh, hey.
I'll handle this.
Here we go!
My turn!
There we go. To make up for earlier.
Of course.
Whoops. When I want turbo mode on, it turns itself off. When I don't want turbo mode on, it turns itself on. God damn it, turbo mode. Come on. Something seems amiss here. The town isn't usually this noisy. Huh? Looks like the liner's back at the harbor. But who are those weird people around it? The Provincial Army. They look like soldiers from one of the provincial armies. It certainly seems that way. White and purple. I seem to remember seeing those colors back in Heimdall. I believe that combination of colors represents the Lemaire Provincial Army. But Lemaire is on the other side of the Empire. What business could their provincial army have in the ground? Hey, looks like you're back. Noah? Do you have any idea what's going on here? Word on the streets is they've requisitioned the liner from the wharf here on the far shore. So why we're seeing Lemaire's provincial army and not Sutherland's is still kind of a mystery. Apparently, though, some big shot noble is visiting the Viscount as we speak. Another noble visiting from there. Who could possibly? That's a bit concerning. Yeah, when Milliam goes quiet, you know that it's something to be taken seriously. Well, if you're curious, why don't you go take a look for yourselves? Since you've returned from the highway, that means you took care of that monster, right? Well, that is true. Actually, there was something we wanted to ask of you about regarding that. Mechanical monster, you say? Oh, you have some idea as to what it might be? Well, I'm not sure, but I think I'll have to have a look at what's left of it, just in case. Anyway, good work out there, guys. Here's your reward. 7 U materials. I'll leave checking out what's going on at the Viscount's mansion to you. He definitely seems like he knows something we don't. Well, for now, there's no harm in leaving the matter to him. Right, we should see what's going on at Laura's house. Agreed. So, you know how I said we met the main villain?
Strutting around another lord's territory. How pompous can you get?
It sounds like there's a real VIP here.
Well, let's return to the manor for now.
You guys are outside. I can assume that they belong to an influential family, but what business do they have here, though? Yeah, that's a good question. So anyways, as I was saying, we have already met the main villain of this game in particular. Well, we're about to meet the main villain. We're about to meet another main villain. Oh, hey, isn't that? At least, yep. Okay, I was right. Oh, jeez, and good thing Fee's not here. That's all I'm gonna say for now. There's no need to be so hasty. At least give my proposal some thought. Your attendance would add an extra degree of prestige to our gathering. I am merely the lord of a minor rural region. Oh! Whoa! Okay, hang on. Divine Wing. Thank you for... thank you. I assume that was you following. I kind of was unprepared. New chapters. Sorry, eyes, focus. It's probably one of my favorite chapters. I know this is not a popular opinion. This is the only chapter where I cared at all about Green in Cold Steel 1. Okay, to be fair, that makes a lot of sense. It's Divine Wing. That makes sense in Swing. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, welcome to my stream. As you can kind of tell when I actually have somebody viewing and chatting, that's when I tend to get up and be like, whoa, okay. Somebody's there, I gotta get it set up. But thank you very much, Mitch, for the follow. And yeah, and I will be honest with you, I agree very much so. Like, Reen was not a character I disliked, admittedly. Yeah, I know. Amateur streamer, what can I say? Anyways, yeah, to get to the point about Reen, yes, I do agree. This was the chapter that actually started making me like Reen as a character, right? And then, you know, Cold Steel 2 happened, and it was like, okay. Reen didn't really become a character I really liked until, well, further into Cold Steel 2. And then Cold Steel 3 happened, and admittedly, he's a bit of an idiot in Cold Steel 3, but it's understandable. Because, well, Reen's big strength has always been Class 7. Anyways, back to being to the conversation between Viscount Arcade and Duke Jackass here. Surely you overstate the importance of my presence. A man's worth is decided not by himself, but by those he rubs elbows with. And while I'm sure you understand, I'd appreciate it if you didn't do anything to cause any unnecessary conflict. Yeah, you're one to talk. I'm not sure giving combat training to the Imperial Army is something you ought to be doing either. After all, neither of us want any trouble now, do we? Aye. And with that, I bid you a fond farewell. Oh, and my compliments on the excellent tea. I am honored to grace. See ya. Excuse us. Yeah, no kidding. Case in point. Jesus Christ, this guy couldn't hide the fact that he's evil if he tried. Like, I'll be honest with you. And I'll be honest with you. I didn't guess half of the crap with Osborne. Like, Osborne kind of fooled me, though I stand by the fact that I've already spoiled that he's the main villain of the Cold Steels. But yeah. Oh, this guy. My, if it isn't young Laura. That's also why I'm giving this guy an obnoxious voice, by the way. And uses up Araya, too. It's a pleasure to see you again, Grace. I appreciate all you continue to do for my father. They must know him. Yeah, but look at how tense they are. I wasn't expecting him to show up here, of all people. That's Duke Cayenne, head of the foremost of the four great houses, and ruler of the port city of Ordis. His authority extends over the entire province of Lemaire to the west. Duke Jackass. I'd love to stay and talk for a while, but I'm afraid other urgent matters call me away. I'll endeavor to arrange another opportunity for us to meet in the near future. But for now, I bid you farewell. Oh, what have we here? So you're Thor's military academies. He's class 7, huh? How do you... Oh, just happened to do a little leisure time reading on your class. Not a bad looking bunch. Good, good. Enough with the chit chat. His Grace awaits. Excuse us. See you, kids. Who were those men? They don't look like soldiers from a provincial army, that's for sure. And they did seem to know about our class. I presume they're personal bodyguards hired by Duke Cayenne. Father, you needn't look so concerned. However, it seems like they've finally begun to act. The noble faction has begun acting in secret? Indeed, over the past month, they've been quite active behind closed doors. No doubt they're trying to reaffirm their unity, holding conference after conference all across the country. Of course, I'm sure this isn't news to our youngest classmate. your youngest classmate. Well, yeah. The intelligence division's all on edge, wondering whether they're about to start a full-scale conflict with reformists. Seriously? So that's what they've been up to, scurrying around all this time. But since Duke Cayenne's basically the leader of the noble faction, I sure wasn't expecting him to come all the way here in person. Nor was I. They appear to be planning a large conference in the near future, to be attended by all members of the noble faction. Yeah, I can understand not liking Rain. In all honesty. But I don't know. I've always found Rain to be a good character, so I don't know. There's just something about him that I actually I kind of admire, you know? Oh, because the fact of the matter is he's also not full of himself, which is a big plus in my book. So. The Duke came all the way to insist that I attend. But father, you're not even a member. Quite right, my lady. Your father has long kept his distance from the faction. In the same way, he has also kept space between himself and the reformists, preferring to remain neutral. However, they're convinced that all nobles should belong to the noble faction as a matter of course. I've heard they've been quite forceful about bringing those nobles who don't support the faction into their ranks. Would I be correct in assuming my family is involved in all of this? Oh yeah, I love Viscount Arcade. Hey, like, don't get me wrong. I like Reen, but he is not my favorite member of Class 7. That honor actually goes to Laura, and yeah, I will admit, of all of, like, the supporting characters, I love Viscount Arcade. He is so awesome! But yes, you would be correct in assuming your dad is involved in this. I'm afraid so. There's been some disagreement over whether Duke Cayenne or Duke Alborea should lead the four great houses, but I expect that either would bring the same platform to the table. Eustace, if you don't mind me asking, do you happen to know where my family stands on this issue? You need not worry about your family's allegiances. Lord Schwarzer is widely known as an even more obstinate man than I can't imagine he'd have any interest in supporting the questionable actions of other nobles. I'm actually a little relieved to hear you say so. Hold on a moment. Perhaps there's a move we can make after all. I'm afraid I'll be leaving Legram again, and on another of my little trips. I apologize for the suddenness. Well, sadness, same thing. But please tend to things in my absence. As you wish, my lord. Father? Wow, well, that was sudden. Yeah, it was like spur of the moment there. I believe in acting swiftly and decisively. I intend to establish contact with all the nobles who have remained neutral in the ongoing factional conflict, as so to prevent them from being taken in by the noble factions and coercive methods. Father, a prudent course of action, I think. In that case, I'd be happy to come with you. Toval, what are you doing here? So you're here as well. Wouldn't miss the chance to catch a glimpse of the majestic Duke Cayenne. Did you know he left in a limousine that came all the way from Bereahard? Wait, then it couldn't have. Did it belong to the Alborea family? Well, Rufus Alvarez got into it, so yeah, I'd say that's likely. Couldn't ask for a classier escort. Pieces are being put into place. And of course, Rufus notices Tavol watching. Like that's not even a surprise. So Rufus was here. Well, he is the heir to the Alberea family. Considering our visitor was none other than Duke Cayenne, it's not at all surprising that Rufus would pick him up. But I know you didn't just come here to volunteer your company on the trip. Well, it just so happens that these guys here brought me a pretty curious story. We got a confirmation about a mechanical monster appeared on the highway outside Legram. Is that so? I believe this is the first time one's appeared since the counter-offensive Sir Cassius launched 2 years ago. That's right. Come to think of it, that was the first time we met, wasn't it? It was indeed. What a strange coincidence. Have any others been found in the area? Nothing so far. This is just a hunch, but I suspect it may have been released as a diversion. I concur. Perhaps having you come with me is the best course of action after all. Alright. That's what I wanted to hear, Father. It sounds like there's a lot more going on here than just factions butting heads. Sorry, I can't say anything for certain just yet. But if we turn up anything concrete, I'll be sure to tell Sarah and she'll pass it on. Excellent. Alright, here's what I got for you this afternoon. Golden catch. Calling all fishermen. And would someone catch me the elusive gold salmon? Find me and the April Cose Inn for more detailed information. Weber. Whoops. There we go. When you finished up for the day, I'd appreciate it if you could head to the guild and file your reports. I left you a note on the counter telling you how to do it. Nothing too difficult. Got it. Leave it to us. Just make sure to lock up before you leave for the night. Someone else could be coming in to take care of things tomorrow. Understood. We'll do our best to take care of the guild in your absence. I wish you well in your studies, and I hope you'll forgive me for leaving so suddenly. Not to worry, Father. I'm used to it. Thank you again for your hospitality, and for agreeing to a duel. I look forward to our next meeting. As do I. You show great promise as a swordsman. I hope you'll continue to devote yourself to your studies and training alongside my daughter. I'm honored, sir. In fact, I hope all of you will look past her uncouth father and continue giving her your friendship and support. As a single father, the fact that I have yet to hear any tales of budding romance concerning my daughter has me worried. Father! It would be our pleasure. She sure does seem popular with the girls, though. I pray you have a safe journey. Thank you for all you've done for us. Catch you later, then. Oh my god, you guys. These are loud. Give my best to Sarah. Why must he always be so... Honestly, you've got one amazing dad. Free-spirited, open-minded, not to mention incredibly strong. Having met him, I can tell how you grew up like you did. Huh? Reen's right, you know. You're living proof that great parents lead to great children. I suppose having someone like him in your life, if as a role model, would naturally lead you to aspire to greatness. Well, that or feel woefully inadequate in comparison and develop an inferiority complex. But all told, you're living proof of the daughter of the Arcade house has grown up sound in mind and body. Stop teasing me at once. Moving on, Toval has entrusted us with looking after the guild. We may only have half a day remaining, but we still have our duties to fulfill. Look at her trying to change the subject. I am not. Okay, so now we've got some side quests to do. So, I should double check that. Okay. So we're gonna basically pick up 2 quests before we get moving. Here you are. Hey there, Cindy. What brings you here? Oh, good day. You wouldn't happen to have seen Toval today, would you? I did, but I'm afraid he's currently out of town attending to some business. I see. Do you need something from the guild? It's nothing too important. Well, Toval did leave us in charge of the guild for the day. Oh, yeah. Oh, and we're right here, so just ask if you need anything. That's right. Helping others is what the guild does, and that's what we're here for too. Lady Laura, I can't simply ask you to give up your time for my sake, but if you insist, I suppose. I happen to be looking for some luminous grass, you see. Oh? I don't recall ever hearing of such a plant before. I assume it's well known here in Legram? That's right. It's a rare flower that grows in the surrounding countryside. It has the unusual trait of blooming only on sunny days, and only when the previous day was foggy. That certainly is unusual. I guess that'd make today an ideal day to go find some then. That's correct. That's why I made my way to the guild to ask Toval to find some for me, but as you just informed me, he isn't in today. I can't really go out into the highway on my own, because of the monsters though, so I'm at a loss for what to do. So would you be willing to go and gather some for me instead? Leave it to us. Really? Thank you so much. I have a pretty good idea as to why you may want it, but allow me to ask. I assume you're planning to make a charm, right? That's correct. Charm? In Legram, when someone you hold dear embarks on a long journey, it's a tradition to make a charm for them. Then you give it to that person to take with them, and it's supposed to bring them good luck. Wow, I've never heard of any traditions like that. It's a custom that stretches all the way back to the Middle Ages. It's said it began when people offered for charms to members of the Eisenritter as they left it for distant battlefields. Fascinating. So how is the luminous grass used to make these charms then? Well, the traditional way has you place one of the petals within the charm itself. Because of how the flowers bloom, people believed that they had the power to clear away fog, and because of that, the flower came to symbolize victory over chaos. Wow, that's pretty deep. Yeah, that actually sounds like a really good charm. Have you ever been given one, Laura? I have, actually. Cindy gave me one right before I left for Thor's. Saria and Chloe gave me one too. I keep them in my desk at the academy. When I look at them, it always makes me feel a little closer to home. They're some of my most prized treasures. I'm so pleased to hear you say that. Sorry, I keep stumbling over the words. So she really does care for Laura, doesn't she? I think we can safely assume so. Back to the luminous grass, though. What exactly does it look like? It's the only flower with white petals that grows around here, so that'll be the easiest way to find it. They may be rare, but we should be able to find one if we search the Ebel Highway. I've heard they're found more frequently at higher elevations, particularly near steep cliffs and the like. Well, with that much information, we ought to be able to find one. Let's start our search while we still have plenty of daylight. Yeah, time for flower power. William, thank you very much. Good luck. Okay. So now we've got that. There's one more stop we need to make. Whoops. That's right here. Here we go. Oh, hello everyone. Have you come along after seeing the request I sent to Toval? That's right. We're in search of some sort of elusive fish, correct? I am. You're in search of some elusive fish. Correct? I am. I feel like I should apologize for asking you guys to help me with a personal request, but are you up for it? If you are, I can share the details with you all right now. You're in luck. Our schedule just happens to have an opening. Thank you very much. Just like the request mentioned, I want you guys to seek out a certain elusive fish for me. It's a peculiar variety of salmon known as gold salmon. Just like the name says, its body has a golden glow, but unlike the look of Goldia itself. That must be an exquisite fish. It sounds rather garish, honestly, but I'd have to see it to judge for myself. Have you ever seen this fish before, Weber? Unfortunately, all I know are what I've heard from the rumors. Bem, who's usually fishing at the back of the inn, is actually the one who told me about it. Its golden color isn't its only distinctive trait either, he said. He mentioned that its flavor is to die for too. Ooh, now you've got my attention. I'm afraid I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in a taste myself. That's certainly understandable. After hearing so much about it, I wanted nothing more than to try it. I've been bugging Toval about it for quite a while now, and now it seems like, thanks to you, I might finally get the chance to try it. Fishing, huh? I guess bracers even take on jobs like this. If this fish is so elusive, though, what are the chances we could even catch it before the day's end? That does seem to be the most obvious issue here. Is it even possible to catch this fish in Lake Abel? Doesn't seem so, unfortunately. Ben mentioned that he did catch several of them at one point, but he hasn't found one on the end of this line for several decades now. That doesn't exactly inspire confidence, you know. How would we go about catching it then, and where? Well, I've actually received some promising info from Toval that put me back on the trail. He claims to have seen a golden sparkle in a river alongside the highway several times now. All the sparkle sightings have been in different locations, though. Well, at least that narrows the search to the river. True. It'll be much easier than trying to search the lake would be. We might be able to find it then. I know it won't be easy, but I'd be pleased as punch if you did catch one. But now that I think of it, do you have the right tools for the job? Sure do. I brought my rod with me. Will this work? Let's see what you got there. My word. This is the Lake Lowers Company's highest grade fishing rod. The gold salmon is supposedly quite a hefty fish, but catching it should be no issue with this. Now, obviously, you'd have the deluxe rod by this point. Only on a normal playthrough. But, yeah, I would say it still works. You must have fishing in your blood if you have a rod this nice. Thanks. Allow us to make our way then. Yeah, let's go. Alright, so now we have our two highway objectives. So let's get going.
Here I go!
Of course.
And I forgot to switch to Laura again. Alright. Just grab a little deceptive. Ah, yes, I remember this. This quest is a pain on your first run. Now I remember it. That shiny golden glow. I simply can't wait to catch it. This seems like a good spot to fish, but I wasn't expecting someone to be here already. She seems to be an ordinary civilian, and a noble at that. I'm surprised she stayed this far from town. Should we try talking to her? Yeah, might as well. Excuse me, could we talk to you for a moment? Who are you? Wait, I recognize you. You're that military academy student that saved me in my hour of need several months ago. Oh yeah, I think we did meet once before. Oh, so you know her? Yeah, we ran into her while we were out in Keldic on our very first field study. Now I remember. One of the tasks involved delivering a lost wallet to its owner. And it just so happened that the wallet belonged to this lady in front of us. I see. I'm very grateful for what you did for me. Sadly, that wallet has become rather lighter since you returned it to me. Oh. Might we ask what brings you out here? I would have thought that was obvious. I'm trying to catch my dinner, of course. Some may think of fishing as a leisurely hobby, but I would beg to differ. It's proven to be an essential survival skill. I see. I don't remember her being anything like this last time. So what inspired you to come this far out of town to fish? You could have just sat on the dock in Legram, right? She could have, yes. Legram is conveniently situated right on the shores of Lake Bell, after all. Surely it wasn't necessary to brave the dangers of the highway to come out this far just to fish. That's where you're wrong, I'm afraid. A first-class angler needs a first-class spot. Easy fishing on the shores of a peaceful lake just wouldn't satisfy me. What is with this woman? She's certainly a unique individual. Sounds like you're after something special, if I had to guess. Indeed, I am. You've come here seeking the elusive golden salmon. I heard tales of it from a gentleman in Legram by the name of Bem. But he also informed me that it cannot be found in Lake Bell, which is what led me to this spot. And sure enough, not long ago, I finally caught a glimpse of the golden glimmer beneath the water's surface here. A golden glimmer? That sounds a lot like what Toval said he saw too. Looks like this must be the spot then. I should have known that you would be searching for it too. Very well then, let us compete to see who can catch the golden salmon first. That's not really what I had in mind when we came out here. That aside, we seem to have found our location. True enough, let's get fishing.
This looks like a nice spot.
There it is. Alright. Let's do it. First try? Really? Not gonna lie, this is pretty damn cathartic to get it that fast.
Now that's a catch.
I had to basically practically sprain my hand the first time I did this because this quest is nuts. But yeah, New Game Plus, they take real good pity. Impossible! You caught a golden salmon before me? How can this be happening? Now you're making me feel kind of bad about it. Still, thank you very much for telling us about the golden glimmer you saw. We may not have thought to fish here, or if not for your guidance. Fair play is a necessary element in my competition. Think nothing of it. Besides, I simply paid the price. It's for underestimating you. It was my fault that I lost. I thought my experiences over the past several months had strengthened me, but it still seems I have room to improve. And improve I shall, until one day I'm known across the land as the finest angler in all of Erebonia. Well then, I bid you good day. Yeah, more power to you. Okay. So, is there a fishing spot here? No? It's just there? Okay. We're not quite done yet. Still got one more thing we gotta go find. Ah, here it is. Oh my, what pretty flowers. They look so clean and white. Are these luminous grass? They are. You can still see beads of dew clinging to them. The sunlight shining through the droplets makes the flowers shine. They're so shiny. Here, allow me. Alright, we should be able to go back. We should take this back to Cindy at once. Right, let's not waste time. And just like that, both quests are done.
It's enormous. Stay on guard.
Sure. Let's kick its ass.
Watch it. This is a tough one. Here we go.
Oh man, really?
Here I go!
My turn.
My turn. We should keep going.
Controller's low on battery. Wonderful. Well, that means I'm going to have to AFK for a bit. I will be right back.
All right. 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 All right.
Okay. Went to go get my charge cord. Roommate was borrowing it. Okay. Where was I? Right, heading back.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
It is. Well, I guess we could just see what all we can catch here. It's only 2 more per fish anyway. Another golden salmon? Are you serious? Come on, there we go.
Now that's a catch.
Oof. Okay, one more. Okay. I was gonna say, if I get 3 golden salmons in a row, that'd just be nuts. But no, I got the other fish that's
Caught
in
one.
here. A carp. I could use ground bait, but I'm going to save that for... I'm saving the ground baits for...
Ooh, that one looks tough.
Yeah. And sure does, William. It's scared of us.
Ooh, that one looks
Here we
tough.
go.
This'll be fun.
Okay. But
My
yeah,
turn.
no, the,
My turn.
My turn. There, now.
what was I saying now?
And over.
Here we go. Go! There, you're finished.
Right. Now.
Gotcha.
I'll handle this.
Alright, let's swap out Emma.
I leave this to you.
I'll take it from here.
Yes, sir.
Go!
Of course. Now.
Go!
My turn. There.
It's my turn. Here.
Go!
My
Come
turn.
on.
Hi.
There
My
we go.
turn.
Okay. Here.
Go!
Right.
My turn. There.
Aw.
Here we go!
My turn.
It's my turn. Here.
Here we go!
And it's finished.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Okay. Next. Really am gonna have to wait until the final dungeon for those, aren't I? That sucks. I will go out get as many of them as I can, though. I have every intention of showing all of those off in every playthrough. Or in every game, I mean. Because, yeah, they continue. In fact, some of them I haven't even seen, actually, funny enough. Let's bring Cindy her flowers first. Welcome back, Lady Laura. I see you managed to find some luminous grass. That we did. Here you go. Thank you so much. Now all that's left is to make sure that the petals don't wither away. I see you're wasting no time. You have a special man in mind, don't you? I hope he returns your feelings. Please don't misunderstand, Lady Laura. I might be making it for a man, but there's no special meaning or underlying feelings there. I'm just doing this as a way to offer my thanks to him. Your thanks? May I ask, is what it is you're thanking him for? Well, you see, Siri and I, we were out on the highway not long ago, but somehow we ended up quite a distance from the road lamps. And it was just the 2 of you out there alone. That seems awfully dangerous. It was, and as you might imagine, we were beset by monsters. However, one of the disciples of the Arcade school will happen to be passing by and saved us from our predicament. He escorted us both back to town, but as soon as we returned, he left for the training hall to resume his practice. So in the end, we didn't really have the chance to thank him properly. Sounds like a pretty cool guy. I like how he departed so gallantly at the end, too. True, it was very dashing, but still, I did feel terrible about not being able to thank him for his selfless deed. Soon after, I learned that the disciples of the Arcade school will all one day leave Legram to return to their homes. So you decided to make a charm for him. Your heart's in the right place, and your intentions are noble. I'm sure a disciple of the school would be more than happy to receive what he called the charm of promised victory. Yes, that's exactly it. Do you understand now, Layla? I am deeply grateful to him, but you'll forever be the only one in my heart. Yes, I think I understand what you're saying perfectly. Do you really think she has no feelings for him, though? Not even a little bit? A maiden's heart holds many unknowable secrets. Oh yes, that reminds me. I've yet to properly thank you for your help, so please take this. Very rude. Did you make this yourself? I did. It's not the same kind of charm, but I put my heart into making it all the same. I wasn't able to make one for everyone, but I hope it'll come in handy on your journey. Ooh, this is pretty cute. Thank you very much. There we go. And now to go turn in the golden salmon to Weber. Hey there, everyone. Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the legendary gold salmon you have there? Defying all odds, it actually is. Here you go. Oh my, it's so beautiful. I really can't thank you enough. It's even more splendid than in Bem's tall tales. Now I can see why people liken its appearance to Goldia, too. So, when you gonna cook it for us? Really now? I see you're as curious about the taste as I am. Naturally, I have every intention of sharing the taste of this triumphant catch with all of you. As is for how to bring out the finest flavor, river fish tend to be the best suited to grilling, so just wait a few minutes while I fire up the grill. I'm kind of looking forward to this now, and to think we got some food from one of our morning tasks too. It feels like we've just been stuffing our faces today. I'm not even 2 hours in. Well then, what do you guys think? Where do I even start? Well, the amount of fat was just perfect. Sublime even. Agreed. I never would have imagined it would taste this exquisite. I'm glad to see my earlier skepticism was wholly unwarranted. It's hard to believe that this was just grilled. Yeah, I don't think you could get a fish this tasty. Glad you all liked it. Even I was surprised at how delicious it was. Just melts in your mouth. I feel like it's my duty to share it with the rest of the town now. Looks like I'll have to put in another request for Toval. I'm sure he'll gladly accept. Yeah, once he hears about how good it is, he'd have to be crazy to turn down the opportunity. You said it. Honestly, though, I want to thank you again for all your help. Unfortunately, all I can offer is stock from the store, but please take it. I wish you all the best with the rest of your field study. Thank you. Good day, then. And that's a golden catch done. That's it. That is literally all of them. Okay, then. Very well. Alright, so let's go ahead. Excuse me. Yep, we are done. We are done. It's time to return to the guild. Golden Fowler reports. Anyways. William's just passed out on the couch. Oh, are you finished? Yeah, we just got finished getting everything sorted out. Goodness, that was exhausting. Million was just all passed out. That little brat, she could have at least tried to help instead of lying around like a house cat. I can't say I'm surprised. I doubt she's used to spending this long on such exciting tasks. Oh well, we're almost finished. Alright then. Still, it really goes to show how top-rate Toval is. He fulfills a lot of requests on his own, and still has time to handle all the day-to-day realities of running a guild branch. Indeed, it's even more impressive when you consider that he finds time to visit other regions of the country as well. His nobility and knack for solving problems are exactly what one would expect from a bracer. The guild may have been forced out of the country, but it's still out there trying to help as many people as he can. Even when we were in Bereahard, he came to our aid. And if you look at all those records, it's clear that the people really trust him and rely on him for help. That's very true, but is something the matter? Nah, I was just thinking. If bracers play an essential role to the people of other countries, are they just not essential to Erebonian? Well, you may be right, and not just because they help maintain public order and provide other services. That ideal, prioritizing the protection of civilians above all else, is pretty noble. It's something people admire. That's certainly true. In many ways, it's that form of nobility it's beginning to fall by the wayside. And I just realized I should be taking notes. Why do I keep doing that? Why do I keep doing that? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry about that. God, I hate when it does that. Huh? Okay, now stay on my head this time. Oh, that was the notebook falling on my pen as I had hoped. Really? Ugh. I had moved my pen. Now I don't know where I put my pen. And where my pen disappeared to. Ugh. So put it to the side. So it'd be out of my way. And now I don't know where I put it. Dang it. Oh. Sitting on it, that's why. I need to take some notes. Because I forgot I'm planning to do a video on this and I kind of need my notes. Okay. Whoops. Didn't mean to turn turbo mode on. In many ways, it's the arm of nobility that's beginning to fall by the wayside within Erebonia's aristocracy. I'm not sure the issue is as black and white as you've made it. The Guild is an organization first and foremost, and one based far too much on idealism, and far too little on practicality, Donations and public funding can only go so far in covering its operating costs. It's a no stretch at all to say that within the Empire, as it is now, the Guild's removal was inevitable. That's what my brother said once when we discussed this. Useless. Looks like his brother is weighing on his mind. I suppose that's another way to look at it. I have to admit, it sounds rather cold and dismissive, but it does carry some weight, coming from Rufus Alperea. Emma, they're so big and soft. Good. William? Look at that. She doesn't even have to be awake to be an irritant. Anyway, it shouldn't take too much longer to finish filing the rest of the reports. We should focus on getting everything done and returning to the mansion. Sounds good to me. Excuse me, is anyone there? Oh, you're the girl who works at Waterloo Store, aren't you? Oh, Lady Laura. Is Toval here by any chance? I'm afraid Toval is out of town on business at the moment. Is something the matter? They haven't come home. Julian and Karen... and Carno, excuse me. I was like, wait. Julian and Carno still haven't come home from the castle. Wait, you don't mean... Did those two go to Lowengren Castle? Surely you don't mean to suggest that they took a boat without any supervision. I'm afraid so. They said something about going on an adventure, and then they took one of the boats without even asking. It's evening now, and they still haven't come back. Sounds like a serious problem. Yeah, and right when Toval is away from the guild too. We'll just have to do whatever we can to help out. I agree, we can't just stand around and hope they'll come back. If we're here to search the lake, we'll need a boat ourselves. I'll have Klaus prepare one for us at once. While you do that, I'll wake up Milliam and we'll have another look around in town to see if we can find them. Splitting up and searching the town does seem like the best course of action. Thank you. Rest assured, we'll do all we can to find them. Evening had given away to night. Well, I think it's safe to say the boys aren't in town. Looks like they really did head toward the castle in a boat. The lake's been calm, and there's no sign of a boat on the water, so at least it's unlikely they capsized. Guess that leaves the castle then, right? Lowengren Castle was once the stronghold of the Eisenritter, and while the Arsaid family is still its stewards, it's rare that anyone ventures inside. I hope nothing terrible has happened to them. Their parents are really worried too. I've asked them to stay at home and wait for us to contact them, but at this point all we can do is venture into the castle and see what we find. We have use of a boat now, do we not? We do. A couple of students from the Arsaid school are preparing an orbital boat as we speak. It does worry me that it has started to grow misty again, though. Well, let's head down to the wharf. Let's make sure all of our equipment is Dang it. Let's make sure all of our equipment is sorted out, and we have everything we need, just in case. Right, let's hurry. I see the orbital boat has been prepared. My lady. Yes, we just finished getting it ready for your departure. So this is the orbital boat, huh? Looks kind of fun. This hardly seems like the time to be getting excited for a boat ride. I've operated orbital boats before, so they'll steer us to our destination. Alright, we'll leave it to you then. My lady, please wait. I still feel we ought to be the ones going out and searching. You shouldn't have to trouble yourself with matters like these. I appreciate your concern, but as the Viscount's daughter, I feel this is part of my duties to the people of Legram. It also happens to fall under the scope of our field study. Can't deny that. And we'll do all we can to support her. You needn't worry. Very well. I doubt anything more I can say. And I doubt there's anything more I can say that'll get you to change your mind. The last patrol of the castle was just a few days ago. There was no sign of anything unusual then. It shouldn't be that dangerous. Really? The wind blowing from the direction of the castle also feels pure. It's said that the castle's atmosphere is cold and clear due to the connections with Saint Sandlot and the Eisenritter. It's highly uncommon for monsters to settle there, so the children are most likely safe. Although it's impossible to rule out that an accident may have befallen them. Either way, we need to get over there and find out as soon as possible. Indeed, we should depart at once. Is everyone ready to depart? So after departing, everything's basically all dealt with. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, we're ready whenever you are. Please take care of my lady. I and the other students will be awaiting your safe return. Thank you. I promise that whatever's out there, we'll take care of it. Okay, let's get this show moving. Okay, let's get this show moving. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one, Milliam. I'm not gonna lie. What do you think's waiting for us inside that castle? So, you passed out on the couch the moment we returned to the guild, but now you're simply popping with energy. Milliam, you know this isn't a game, right? I know. But as long as Lammy's with us, there's nothing to worry about. Let's just grab those kids so we can go exploring. Milliam, she doesn't seem nervous in the slightest. Did you guys just hear a bell? Yeah, it came from the direction of the castle. Well, Lowengren Castle does have a bell tower, but as far as I'm aware, access to it has been sealed off. Then who's ringing it? A bell tolling at night. It in the old stronghold of the Eisenritter. We best be prepared for anything. We're almost there. Let's make sure we're prepared before we head ashore. Well, here we are. Hey, do you think that's the boat the children took? I can't imagine who else it would be. At least they appear to have reached the castle safely. Then it's safe to assume they went inside as well. It's well past sundown now. We need to find them as soon as we can. Looks like that path will take us up the cliff. Right, that path will take us to the castle's entrance. And mind your footing though. The night is dark and the trail uneven. Okay, so now we've got a nice long widening path.
So this is Saint Sandlot's old stronghold, Lowengren Castle.
This is the first time I've come here at night. Be careful of your footing.
what's that?
Something strange about the castle.
Is that glow just the moonlight?
Like I said, long climb. There we go. We reached the top finally. Lowengren Castle.
So this is Lowengren Castle.
The ancient stronghold of Saint Sandlot, gathering place of the warriors of old. It looks even more beautiful up close.
Yeah, but what's up with that weird glow?
I've been here several times before, but I've never seen it like this.
I can sense a very strange wind blowing from within. It doesn't feel like monsters, though.
I can feel it too. Like something is writhing around inside.
Wait, what kind of something?
I feared as much. I can definitely sense the presence of the dead.
Emma?
I'm all right, but we're going to need to tread carefully in there.
Right. There's no telling what may happen when we venture inside. We should make certain we're ready before entering.
Yeah. There's something that's very strange happening here. Let's make sure we're ready, or whatever we find inside. Should we go in right away? Yeah, let's go.
It won't budge.
Did the door just seal itself shut on its own?
You stupid door! Lammy! Bust it open!
Hey, couldn't hear ya. As I always mute on random stuff like that.
Okay. Well, hi, stream. I'll stop interrupting now.
Yeah, only the first. That's only the first one. Anyways, that's my roommate Matt. Okay. Lenny failed to bust the door.
Well, that was unexpected.
No!
So not even Air Getlum can break us out of here?
Ouch.
It appears that there's a barrier in place.
What kind of barrier? Are you talking about that strange symbol that appeared on the door for a moment?
How would you know something like that, Emma?
Well, I've always had a pretty strong sixth sense about these kinds of things. So sometimes I can sense things that aren't visible to the naked eye.
Sixth sense?
Fascinating.
Come to think of it, this isn't the first time you've reacted strangely to unusual phenomena.
Eustace has a point.
I've heard that people from the church can make use of some strange powers. So are you a sister of the church or something?
Kind of the opposite. Oh, you got me. I've always been a big supporter of the church.
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
Emma, just who are you?
We'll find
What's
out
that
later.
sound?
It's the bell we heard earlier.
Something's approaching to the left and the right.
Monsters, is it?
No. These are no ordinary beasts.
But we're going to have to fight them all the same.
We have nothing to fear.
My turn.
My turn. Hi!
Okay. This is it. Gotcha.
Oh, cool. Got it.
We won, Emma! We won!
Well done.
Looks like we beat them.
Are you all right, Milliam?
What were those things?
Mysterious spirits. Though perhaps it would be more appropriate to call them fiends. Either way, they were no ordinary opponents.
The higher elements seem to be present here as well, and I suspect that's true of the whole castle.
Yeah, it did feel that way, though I'm still not sure what the ringing bell from earlier has to do with anything.
This place seems to be even more dangerous than we could have anticipated. And as long as that barrier remains in place, so will we. We're going to need to search for a way out.
Okay, Emma. It looks like we're going to need to rely on this sixth sense of yours in order to navigate this castle safely. You don't have to tell us anything if you're not comfortable. Right now, our safety is in your hands. Can we count on you?
Yes, of course.
All right. Then time is of the essence. With fiends like those roaming the castle, I'm even more worried about the children.
True. We should start looking right away.
Sixth sense. Oh yeah, that is a point.
We're going already! Can't we rest here a little longer?
Those fiends scared the strength right out of your legs?
No! That's totally not it!
You're more than welcome to stay here and wait.
Whoa, waiting by myself would be even worse!
All right, let's see what we can find.
Right.
Jeez, useless. I mean, I got her on her feet at least, but yeesh. Yeah, I do not feel like fighting things in here, so we're gonna do that.
Here!
Whoop.
Here! Here!
Come on. There we go. Not in the mood to fight a whole bunch of things. Look, there's something over there. Seems like some kind of pedestal. There's some sort of orb sitting on it. I suspect that orb has the power to disable a barrier, so we can use it to leave the castle. I don't think so. Orbs like this function a bit like keys. Each only has the power to dispel the corresponding barrier. I don't think this is the one that goes with the barrier on the front of the castle. Regardless, it seems we'll need to take it with us if we want to advance. Okay, we should be able to use this to access another area of the castle. But you know, there's something else I'm curious about. Wow, that's one huge door. I had my eye on it ever since we entered this room. Doesn't it look more than a little? Doesn't it look a little more? that more than a little similar to the door on the 4th floor of the old schoolhouse? You're right. It looks a lot like that, like the red door with that giant armor was in behind. I seldom visit the castle, so I'm afraid there's not much I can tell you. There's always the possibility that the children might have gone inside. We should check it out just to be sure. It doesn't seem like it wants to open. It seems as steadfast as the wall behind it, if not more so. That's true. I can't see any signs that the children might have gone inside either. We should probably move on to check somewhere else. Then, makes you wonder though, how did a door like this come to be in Lowengren Castle to begin with? Even the patterns on it are like the ones on the door in the old schoolhouse. Odd as it might seem, maybe they are connected somehow. We did theorize that the old schoolhouse may be connected to Emperor Draco's in some way. Saint Sanlon and Draco's foremost ally, and on close terms with him even before he became the Emperor. It's not implausible that there may be a connection there. Well, whatever secrets this door may hold, it's a dead end right now. We should turn around and look elsewhere. Let's retrace our steps to the entrance hall of the castle. There should be a barrier somewhere that we can use the orb on to disable. Let's be on our way then. Of course, as we saw in the cutscene,
Yay, treasure!
Lunar Road. I forget if anybody can make good use of that. I think I will give that to Laura. Lowers her defense, but it ups her art stats, so I'm gonna do that. Almost missed that. I should double check the other parts too, just to be on the safe side. Looks like I think that's a no. Okay. Moving on. Excuse me. Well, that should have disabled the barrier here. What an unusual mechanism. This castle seems to have an abundant supply of unusual things, to say nothing of these ghostly fiends crawling around. Uses? Don't say the G word. Well, at least we should be able to push further into the castle now. There may be similar mechanisms elsewhere in the castle, so keep an eye out, everyone. Man, I keep fumbling my words today. Ugh. directions. Let's go this way first.
Oh, a treasure chest.
That was a good choice.
Bring it on!
My turn. Now! Our time is now! They paid the price for underestimating us.
Still haven't finished all the bursts yet. Actually, I should be getting kind of close to that. Where's my battle? There it is. Oh. Oh, I already did burst. It's the rushes I need, and I need 3 more of them. Dang it.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
Alright, let's
We have the advantage.
Go!
Of course. Off guard.
Go!
Boom! My turn. No more chance. Okay, here.
Here we go!
Of course.
My turn. There. It's my turn. Yeah.
Here we go!
My turn.
Fine.
You still have a lot of training to do.
Million leveled up.
I'm awesome. Here.
An external corridor. It must be on the north side of the castle.
We've gone pretty far inside now. I hope the children are safe. Huh? Is that a treasure chest?
We have the advantage.
Right.
Go!
Here I go. Yeah.
Really?
My turn.
Go! Oh no,
Come
you
on.
don't!
Yes, sir.
A CP loss.
Okay.
I've always hated that one. Oh, come on!
Stand down.
Here we go!
Of course.
God,
Strong enough.
really?
Here I go.
Really? Oh my god. That Million doesn't have the...
There.
My turn!
Really? Oh,
Arcus! Ha!
You have my thanks. Strong enough.
I'm done for.
really?
I'm sorry, everyone.
Here we
Okay,
go!
this is just getting stupid.
I'm sorry, everyone.
You're serious. Okay.
Now's our chance.
Of
Let's
course.
get him!
That's bullshit. That is
Here we go.
absolute bullshit.
My turn. Now. Yeah.
Of course.
Here we go!
Here I go. No more chance. You're up, Emma. Leave it here. It's my turn.
Here we go!
My turn.
Oh my
Sorry.
god.
Yes, sir. It's my turn. Here.
My turn!
My turn. You still have a lot of training to do.
God. At least Eustace got a level up out of that.
That should suffice.
Got to level 60. Yay. Ugh. As if I got that spanked. Like, just ouch.
Oh, another barrier. Let's see if we can find the orb that dispels it.
This all seems strangely normal to her.
Yep. Points for later.
Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand.
Nothing but trouble.
Here.
Oh!
My turn.
Emma's confused.
What the?
Go! Arcus,
Here I go.
You have my thanks.
Here I go. Yeah, you
Oh,
didn't stand a chance.
Why? Okay. I think it's time to start equipping people with some things that prevent shit. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? There. More confusion. At least for two of you. Okay. Got the red orb. Alright. Alright, so now we got that out of the way. Hey, those are... This isn't good. Julian! Go away, you monsters! The Great Knight Julian will never forgive you if you hurt the Incarnate. Really think they care? Goddess, please help us. Stand back. Laura? Thank goodness you're both safe. We're okay. More fiends, and they don't seem pleased that we robbed them of their quarter. We can do this. Just don't let them near the children. Blow them away, Lance.
bring it on! Here we go!
Here I go!
My turn. Huh?
Eat these things in Asian. The one thing I didn't hate about this on my first playthrough.
Go!
Yes, sir! There!
Of course.
Yeah! Yeah!
Set fall.
My turn!
Yes, sir!
I still have to
My turn.
cancel enemy arts, so
We should keep going.
okay. Alright. Looks like we took care of them. You're not hurt, are you? No, we're okay. That was so cool. You guys are all so strong. Just like the Eisenrare from the old stories. Considering their predicament, they don't seem to be any worse for the wear. Well, as long as you're both unharmed. Actually, I think both of you have something to say. Huh? Oh, right. Thanks for saving us. That's not what I meant. You stole a boat and entered property that is off limits to you without telling anyone where you were going. What do you think would have happened if we hadn't come looking for you? Who would have saved you? Do you have any idea how worried your parents and everyone else in town are about you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you realize what you did wrong, I have nothing further to say on the matter. I admire your bravery stepping forward to defend Carno like you did. But you're still young and inexperienced, like I am. It's one thing to aspire to the qualities of a knight, but no good will come of rushing to that goal. I'm sorry, right? I'm sorry. Thank you for coming for us, everyone. Don't worry about it. Try to be a little less reckless in the future, would you? Eustace, are you actually embarrassed? Are you actually embarrassed? First you got thanked by a kid? You impudent little. Well, we found them, and they're safe. That's a huge relief. Now all that's left is finding a way out of this castle. Come to think of it, we couldn't even enter this room until we disabled the barrier. So how did the two of you get inside? When we first came in here, everything was normal. We were on our way to the top floor. But as soon as we came in here, suddenly there was this pale haze everywhere. And these strange circles appeared on the door and we couldn't open it anymore. Or we didn't know what to do. So you ended up locked in. There doesn't seem to be any other access to this room either. It seems as though if we want to leave, we'll have to deal with whatever's causing all this. Surely there must be some way to disable the barrier on the front door. Hold on a moment. Emma? I can sense something coming from the top floor of the castle. Oh, a mysterious energy flowing from there. They're like a wellspring. What? You can sense something like that? Well, more or less, yes. That's the only clue we have to go on right now, so we might as well go up and take a look around. Maybe it's just me, but it almost feels like she's starting to be more forthcoming with her instincts. But what about the children? We can't leave them here. Better just take them with us then. There's enough of us that we'll be able to keep them safe. No telling what kind of danger we'll run into, but it makes sense to bring them along so we can keep an eye on them. What do the two of you think? Would you prefer to stay with us? Of course. I'd feel way safer with you guys. Very well then. Fine. I suppose we'll take responsibility for your safety then. Alright, let's head to the top floor then. Let's have ourselves a look at the source of this mysterious energy Emma was talking about. Let's be on our way then.
Yay! Treasure!
We've reached the uppermost floor. The bell tower is ahead.
The energy source is nearby, almost there.
Okay, so I am gonna hit rest, because of course I am. So now we can make a whole bunch of stuff. So that's cool. because I have so many, so much septive. Yeah, I can basically make anything. But we're just gonna get going. Time for one of the boss fights that annoyed the piss out of me on my first playthrough. This boss fight was a pain. The only other there was like two other boss fights. There were two other boss fights that annoyed me, and I'll point them out when we get there.
It looks like the orbs we've come across before, but it's far larger. I have an uneasy feeling about it.
There's a cold, pale light flickering inside of it.
Man, it's huge! It's kinda pretty.
I definitely sense some kind of power coming from it. Is this the source of the energy you were sensing earlier, Emma?
There's no doubt about it. I suspect this orb is the cause of all the strange things going on in this castle. If we can destroy it, I'm betting everything will return to normal.
All right, just leave it to me!
What? Hold on, Milliam.
Don't sweat it. Lemmy's busted up tougher looking stuff than this. Let's smash this orb and get out of this creepy castle already!
You idiot, we have no idea what it might do.
Go, Lemmy! Ah!
Milliam!
What did I just say?
Are you all right?
I forgot about those stupid barriers.
I guess it makes sense that it would be protected by one of those barriers.
Wait, something's wrong.
What's happening to it? I feel an incredible torrent of energy pouring out of it. Everyone get back!
Mortal King.
A bone-faced fiend?
A Nosferatu? How could it manifest something like that in the real world?
It's on a completely different level than the foes we've encountered so far. Julian, Carno, get behind us!
There's no way we can afford to lose. Not here. Let's give it everything we've got.
Right.
A worthy adversary.
Oh yeah, guess I should.
Oh no, you don't!
Bad idea.
Here we go!
Needless to say, I am not taking any real chances with this. I'm just gonna go all out from
As your
start.
blades, gather on my blade!
My turn.
Come on, Lemmy!
There we go.
Right.
Oh, you go away.
Huh?
Oh no, you don't!
Oh, come on, really?
Right. Huh?
My turn!
What's wrong with Emma? Oh my god, she got put to sleep or something. Yeah, she's asleep. God damn it.
Thank you very much.
Right. Huh? Fool.
And now Milliams is
Yeah.
wonderful.
Rise, great towers. Lord Almerian. Rest in peace.
Here we go!
There we go. Okay, if that's gonna be the case, then I want to wake you up. So, here, Millie, have a mid drop.
Thanks!
Right! Ha!
Soul prison. Oh, come on! Really?
My turn!
I really hate when it does that. Radiant Waltz. There. Just not taking chances. You can kind of see why that boss fight is annoying. Now imagine not
Evil
being
will
in New
fall
Game
before
Plus.
my blade.
Us and being like, what is it? Something stupid like 20 levels higher than this? Or 20 levels lower than this, I should say. Because keep in mind, I'm in the high 60s, and that fight was just as frickin' irritating. Just let that sink in.
Did we win?
What a terrifying opponent.
So that was...
Careful. Something still feels wrong.
What? Watch out!
Damn it!
How could I have been so careless? I had no idea it had this much power left.
Laura! Are you okay? This is bad! Even Lammy can't move!
Looks like I've got no choice.
Reen, no! If you're not careful, you'll be drawn into it.
What are you?
What?
Huh?
What was that?
That is someone we will meet way later. Let's deal 3.
Is everyone all right?
I'm fine. That was really bright.
What just happened?
I have no idea. It all happened so quickly.
I heard the sound of something piercing through the air.
Yeah, right through that orb, too. It looked like a lance. But how could someone hurl something that large with that much force?
A lance?
Yeah. And whoever threw it was standing right up there until just a moment ago. It was a golden-haired woman, shrouded by a strange light.
Golden hair, you say?
But that sounds just like...
Laura!
That's impossible.
What's everyone all excited about? Hey, wait for me!
There's no one here.
Not that I honestly expected there would be.
That pale glow surrounding the castle seems to have disappeared, too.
Is that because the orb was destroyed?
That would mean the lance that destroyed it.
The Lance Maiden.
I thought it might have been her, but it seems like it was the Steel Maiden. Still, we really are out of time.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you.
Grail Locket. Nice. I do like that you can keep you can basically effectively keep going through the game each time, regain the rank rewards, and by the time you get to A3, each time you get to A3, you get a Grail Locket. So by the time you get to your say your 7th, or no, your like 10th playthrough, you would at that point have enough Grail Lockets to just equip everybody with Grail Lockets.
Drinks are on me someday.
And then we go to the next morning. Yay. Thank you for all you've done for us during our stay, Klaus. Please have a safe journey, everyone. I apologize for not being more of service to you during your long-awaited return home. With all that happened yesterday, you hardly had any time to relax and enjoy your visit. On the contrary, I had ample time to enjoy soaking in the atmosphere of home. And thanks to that wonderful, nutritious dinner after we returned from the castle, I was so tired, I was able to sleep well, too. Indeed, for all that happened, I feel surprisingly well rested today. I'm just glad that the children were all right. It sounds like they got a real earful from their families, though. They deserved every minute. So, just what was it we witnessed yesterday? Yeah, I'm still mulling over where that lance that saved our skins last night could have come from. I only know that what you've told me, I'm afraid. There's not a doubt in my mind that it was Saint Salmon. She must have sensed our peril confronting that strange specter and chose to lend us a helping hand. Well, honestly, I can't think of an explanation that sounds any more plausible than that. Considering the situation, it's almost hard to believe that it could have been anything else. Well, that's certainly true. It feels like everything that happened last night was some grand dream. I think that of all of us, you have perhaps the least right to say that. Oh, actually, one of the accounts of Saint Salmon's death places it right around this time of year. So it's almost the anniversary, and last night was a full moon, so it doesn't seem all that implausible that her spirit might manifest itself somewhere in, like, the castle. I've heard that account of Saint Salmon's death before. Hold on a minute. Even if all that stuff about Saint Salmon is true, that doesn't explain all the weird things you did yesterday. Well, I learned a lot of curses from my grandmother growing up, and working with barriers isn't all that difficult if you put your mind to it. Really? Well, I suppose I'll take your word for it. I'm not sure I can say the same. I'll be sure to inform the Viscount of all that transpired. In the meantime, you should be heading off to the next location, you're to visit for your field study. I hope your journey is a safe and pleasant one. Thank you. Take care, Klaus, and give my regards to Father. The same to you, my lady. I hope we shall all have the opportunity to meet again. As do I. I enjoy the opportunity to test my own swordsmanship against you in the future. I wish you all the best. We still have some time left before the train comes, so we can tell everyone goodbye as we make our way to the station. That sounds good. Let's be off then.
I've got this!
Here I go!
Of course.
So yeah, that's Lowengren Castle done. What time is it here? Oh, it's 1 o'clock. Okay, we're good. Good. Still good. Although this is where we're going to be calling it, though. Yeah, actually, I think we will be calling it here, regardless. Just because this is effectively a good stopping point. It's just, yeah. Because there's no way I'm going to get through Guerrilla Fortress in an hour. There's no way. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I want to save Guerrilla Fortress for next time. So, I'm just going to call it here, folks. So, I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'm not going to stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. I will, however, be back Monday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Actually, before I go, I will be back Monday Central Standard 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I will, for more of this. So for more Cold Steel, we'll deal with Guerrilla Fortress next time, which then will lead us into the next chapter, which will probably just be the preliminary stuff, and then at most it'll be the preliminary stuff and maybe the free day. Don't quote me on that, because obviously I don't fully know. But as I make one last check of my pulse, we'll bring it here. Can you not be stupid? 218, so yeah, not even halfway there yet. Ugh, just oof. But anyways, like I said, on Monday, I'm going to go ahead and do Guerrilla Fortress. Then, and hopefully start the next thing. And then, if I'm not mistaken, the session after that, I am going to be laughing my goddamn ass off because of what I consider to be the funniest scene in the game. And the funniest extra that I never discovered on my first couple of playthroughs. Regardless, I'm going to chop this off. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys Monday. Blue Wolf Alex of the Lore Walkers, signing out. Have a good one, guys.